everyone, and welcome to Original Sin Podcast, where we talk about remasters, requels, sequels, legacy sequels, and anything that has an original. I am Corey Preventure, and this is my co-host, Lex.
Hi, I'm Lex, and I'm half asleep.
We both are. Today's episode is Blade. Blade 1, 2, and Blade 3. Blade Trinity. Blade, they're doing it again, but a third time. And normally what I do, at least, is I dress up for these episodes. And by that I mean I coordinate what I'm wearing, like color-wise. And like when we did, I did red for Suspiria, and for The Departed I dressed like a douchebag. But this episode we're wearing pajamas. Because last night we went to a blood rave.
Basically.
So that was our contribution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe in another universe I would have worn like the leather jacket and everything.
I have a leather jacket.
I do too. The
Crow.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, actually The Crow. So
Awesome.
Blade is an interesting film because it's pre-Matrix but post-Crow. And I think it's post-Spawn too. Like,
That's
this is just, it's in a really weird area. Like, I think it came out the same year as one of the really bad, campy Batman movies, too.
When did all of these come out? I know Blade came out in 98.
Crow is 94. Matrix is 99.
What about the other two?
The Spawn?
No, 2 and Trinity.
2 came out in 2002, and then Trinity came out in 2004.
Interesting.
This is true. I'm taking off the sweatshirt. Pusheen's coming out, boy. Pusheen's coming out. Everyone
what?
clap.
That's too woke.
Just like these movies. Want to know why? Because he's black, and that's woke. Did you know that?
Wow.
I know. DEI. It's everywhere.
Oh my god. But yeah, so
what's Blade about? Lex chose this, so I'm making them tell us.
It's about this guy. They say his like actual name like I think once in the movie.
Eric Brooks.
Yeah. So this guy, Eric Brooks, his mom was pregnant with him, and then she got bitten by a vampire, I think.
Skill issue.
Okay, that's all you wanted to add. And then when she gave birth to him, he was like this hybrid between
the Daywalker.
That's so
all of
funny.
their strengths, none of their weaknesses.
Yeah. And yeah, so he fights vampires because
That's what they do in the
because
movie.
he hates them. And I think I've watched the first one like a week ago, I think, but he starts off fighting them, I think, to find out what happened to his mom. Right? I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sleepy.
I think
that's partially right.
I think he knows what happened to her because he himself is a vampire in this film.
Yeah.
But then his real fighting begins when he meets Whistler, played by Chris Christopherson. Rest in peace. He died late last year, actually.
Oh.
Really good actor. His voice is so beautiful.
I know.
He's a singer too.
Oh wow. That's cool.
He's such a sultry voice. Oh my god. He
God.
reminded me of Jeff Bridges in Tron.
Oh,
just because he's old and has hair.
But yeah, the first 15 minutes of the first Blade is some of my favorite sequences in cinema. I'm not even kidding. The whole blood rate thing and him fighting the vampires in the club. It's just so cool.
Go back to the club.
I knew you were gonna say that.
Good. I'm gonna keep saying it too.
Yeah, it's very much late 90s, early 2000s, dark. I don't know how better to put it than new metal. It feels like new metal cinema.
It is.
I feel I want to write something about that so bad.
I was talking to Chris, and I was like, "Oh, we're doing Blade." Chris, my boss, the GOAT, love that guy. And I was like, and Blade's interesting because it came out before The Matrix, which 99. It's the year before, but still. This is very proto-Matrix in some ways. There's even bullet dodging, bullet time, somewhat like a sequence like that. The end showdown begins by in a lobby where they shoot a bunch of marble columns. Like, I know it's like tangential things, but like there's a lot of similarities, including, as Chris said, black leather. So he called it black leather cinema, including The Crow and Spawn. Into this.
I feel like new metal and like black leather cinema are
Spawn
very
came out in
similar.
'97, so this is post Spawn, post Crow.
Interesting.
Spawn is awful.
I haven't watched it, but I like the
Oh my God.
soundtrack.
No, the soundtrack. Fucks.
Like there's another I mentioned it in previous episodes. There's another movie that I watched when I was younger that's like similar, Queen of the Damned. Like it's like a genuinely like a dog shit movie, but the soundtrack is so good. And the aesthetic.
2002.
Yeah. That was Aaliyah's I think first and last movie before she passed away.
Oh my God, that's awful.
Yeah. Which is sad. She did really good in that movie. Well, I don't know why.
She died before it came out.
I think that's also what
Jesus.
happened with The Crow.
Yes, Brandon Lee died during filming.
Yeah.
Um,
Made me sad.
yeah, wow. So and then like Blade 2 is basically Blade, but again. And there's-
Again.
yeah, exactly. And like there's like this council. Well, the Council of Vampires is in this, but like now there's like advanced vampires, and
Like,
they're trying to do like
ancient.
vampire genocide. And Ron Perlman is a Nazi, and he's like he's a white supremacist.
Eugenics, yeah.
And then in Blade 3, Dracula. His name is Drake.
He's in Iraq for some reason.
Yeah, Dracula's in Iraq.
Oh my god.
Iracula.
I hate the third one.
The third one
I
is
hate the third one.
the third
so
one.
Much.
Okay, so
Like,
you said the opening of the first one is one of your favorite things ever.
Yes.
The opening of the third one, remember how it opens? From black, we get the red New Line Cinema logo. It opens with Ryan Reynolds doing a voiceover, and I'm like, oh, I actually want to kill myself because of this now. And he's so awful in the movie. Like literally everything he says is unfunny. Like, what does he say? No, it's not you. It's not you, horse humping bitch. But it will be a few seconds from now. See that tickle you're feeling in the back of your throat right now? That's atomized colloidal silver. It's being pumped through the building's air conditioning system. You cock-juggling thunder cunt.
Proto Deadpool.
No, literally. Because then in X-Men Origins Wolverine, he played Wade Wilson.
Yeah.
And then in 2016, I like Deadpool 1. Deadpool 2 is okay. Deadpool 3. We've
Yeah.
talked about that before.
Yeah.
Yeah. It has its merits.
But yeah, so basically the first one is this guy named Deacon Frost. He like wants to awaken a blood god.
Basically, all of these movies are about like eugenics,
Yeah.
essentially,
And
but vampires.
yes. And obviously like there's a lot of like racial implications with the movie. I think Deacon Frost says to Blade at some time, he's like, you're some half breed. Like, you think the humans will accept a half breed like you? You're an animal. I'm like,
Yeah, like
it feels very like racially charged.
Blade is black. I think we should mention he's played.
Yes. Like I feel like people probably know that, but like
You'd be surprised, I guess. I don't know, but
Um,
like he's played by Wesley Snipes. Interesting man.
yeah.
He's interesting. He was in a movie called Demolition Man with Sylvester Stallone.
Okay.
Very goofy movie.
Um.
He almost played Black Panther in the 90s. But
Interest-
instead he did this because Black Panther was taking too long.
Yeah. But yeah, I think. I mean, I'm half asleep, and I'm also white, so I think people probably have more to say. But I like it is important to address that like there's a lot of racial implications, and like they're using him like at the end of the first one, they're trying to use him for the sacrifice or whatever.
The blood ritual.
Like he's like the only one that can do it.
And all of the women
it's-
Deacon Frost has are black women.
Oh yeah.
So like like you said in your review on Letterboxd that it's like very fetishistic.
Yeah.
Which like I hadn't seen any of these films before. I'd wanted to, like I've known about them, but like I read your review and I was like, oh, interesting. And
There
then
was
I watched it and I was like, holy shit, yeah.
I wrote this down. There's also I think it was Frost that said it. He said, "Spare me the Uncle Tom routine." I was
Yeah,
like,
I'm like,
what? That like it's really pretty obvious. But Blade is just super cool. And And there's just generally the whole thing about like even with Deacon Frost and like the rest of the vampires, like they like look down on him because he wasn't born one. So there's just a lot of like eugenic shit. And I also need to mention that like one of my favorite scenes is when they shoot at Blade and he says, "Motherfucker, are you out of your damn mind?" Like it is so funny.
There's also a scene where like Whistler, who is I mentioned played by Chris Christopherson, he's like basically like Blade's like a mentor figure. In the first, in all the films, I guess. I love him.
I just don't like how they killed him off.
Well, they killed him and then they brought him back to life immediately,
and
then they killed him again. But also like he was like there, but he was Dracula, but shapeshifted. I don't fucking know. These movies get really bad. But in the first one, he's giving Blade a UV light, and Blade's like, "It's still heavy," and then Whistler says, "And you're big," and then he just walks away, and I'm like, it's so stupid. I love it.
Yeah.
Like this is like the embodiment of late '90s camp,
and that's why
it's
why I
amazing.
love
It's new metal camp.
Yeah.
There's a couple things also like comic wise that they did. By that I mean they changed who Blade actually was. Blade was never a vampire.
Was he just like a vampire hunter?
He's a vampire hunter who like his powers were that he couldn't be turned into a vampire. And then after this came out, they did the MCU routine and turned him into a vampire in the comics because guess who bit him?
Who?
Who's your favorite Marvel vampire?
Morbius?
Dr. Michael Morbius, who actually was supposed to be in Blade 1.
Oh my god.
So there's another thing
we
about...
could have gotten Jared Leto.
We could have gotten Jared Leto. So Blade 1 and 3 actually have multiple endings.
What?
Yes, this is true. So Blade 1, there's the ending we got, which is like he goes, so like Whistler's dead, and then he's in like Russia at the end, and like he's like killing more vampires in Russia or whatever the fuck.
Oh yeah.
But there's another ending where he's with Karen, the love interest, who's like okay. I mean, she's not really a character, but also she's like not a character. You know what I mean? She's just there. But so it's not like really love interesty.
No,
it's like so.
Like the only time, like when he was biting her at the end, and then she was like, "Don't stop." I was like, "Okay, freaky."
Yeah, dude, vampires are. I didn't realize how sexual vampires were.
It's very I mean, it's very
kinky.
Sexual.
See, I didn't realize how sexual vampires were until I watched Nosferatu.
I still haven't watched that, by the way. I'm a poser.
Bones on it. Crazy style.
I do want to mention that, like, I mean, we talked about that Blade is black, but there's not a lot of black vampires in media.
No, there's not.
And the like legitimately the only other instance that I can really think of, and it's not even because the original he's white, is Louis in the new Interview with the Vampire show.
There's also that one dude in Blade 2.
Oh yeah, I think I know who you're talking.
He was like elf.
But I mean, vampire media has historically been very like Eurocentric, and another thing like the Castlevania show, like a lot of the characters in the games I think are predominantly white, but some of them are black in like the shows.
Woke.
How dare you? But I think more recently vampire media has gotten a lot better.
Dare I say the new metal scene in general is very white centric. I don't know much about this, but like to my knowledge,
I think most of the like
predominant
big new metal bands besides Deftones, Cheetah Moreno is Hispanic and also Asian, I think. But like a lot of the like Limp Bizkit, Fred Durst,
I was like, I think Fred
Jonathan Davis, who wears locks even though he's white.
Jesus
anyway,
Christ. Yo, just like Jared Leto in the movie Panic Room. Have you not seen that?
No.
Yeah,
and fucking Corey Taylor from Slipknot. He's interesting. But like, yeah, new metal is also, I think, historically white centric. So I think this movie is very important. And like I said, there's a lot of like vampire media now that's becoming more inclusive of people of color in general. And I do think we have Blade to thank for that, because Wesley Snipes as Blade is fucking awesome.
He is so fucking cool. Some motherfuckers are always trying to ice skate uphill. That is one of the hardest lines in cinema. That wasn't even in the script.
He just improv that?
No, he said it like off camera, like in reference to one of the characters, like something like a person in the film or whatever. And they're like, say that. Say that in the movie.
Say that again?
Say that again? It's fantastic. But no, I mean, like, in this movie, I kind of want to talk about the writer and director also. This is, I feel like we're going all over the place, but also it's kind of just this show.
Yeah, and also the vibe for today.
Yeah, can't put down the cup. Can't put down
As you were saying.
water. So the writer is David S. Goyer. Do you know who that is? You do. Let me tell you.
I saw you looking him up. I was like, I don't.
So he's the writer of a lot of things, including Alex Proyas's Dark City.
Okay.
Alex Proyas, the director of The Crow, and including the Crow sequels. Not the original Crow, just the sequels. Crow City of Angels, yeah, and the Crow City of Angels video game. Nick Fury, Agent of S.H.I.E.L.D., starring David Hasselhoff. Blade 2, Blade 3, Batman Begins.
Oh, wow.
He did the story for The Dark Knight.
Damn.
And then he did Batman v Superman.
That's crazy.
He did Terminator Dark Fate.
He's done a shit ton of things. Oh,
Yep.
my God.
And he also did Man of Steel.
Wow.
So this man is crazy because it's literally just hit or misses with him. Like, it's either he, like, hits really hard, The Dark Knight, Blade. He wrote Blade 1, 2, and 3. He also directed Blade 3, which you can tell because it's bad.
Yeah.
I don't think he's directed, like, anything else. Let me check real quick.
He was also, he wrote The Sandman?
Yes.
What the fuck? I love that show.
He did, yeah.
Except
he
Neil
did, yeah.
Gaiman is not good.
Oh, yeah,
person.
Neil Gaiman's a freak-ass motherfucker.
Yeah, I found that out recently, and I got really, really sad.
Neil Gaiman's a bitch-ass motherfucker. And he pissed on my wife. Yeah, no, like, this is, like, the only, like, actual, like,
That's actually
somewhat major thing
crazy.
he's directed.
That's, like, a crazy fucking lineup, though.
And then Stephen Norrington, the director of Blade 1, directed basically 2 films in his whole career. Blade and The League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, the Alan Moore comic adaptation, which made Sean Connery, Oscar-winning actor, quit acting.
Oh, my God.
It is that bad.
So basically, the people that worked on this are
bad,
hit or miss.
Like, literally, I mean, like, he hasn't done it. Like, I mean, he does, like, makeup and stuff now, I think, mostly. But even then, I don't think he really does stuff, like, anymore. Oh, yeah, he worked on Alien 3. Wow. And Aliens. And Young Sherlock Holmes. Duran Duran!
Oh, my God.
You can't even say my name is a memory now.
Something I also want to ask you, because you said you know a lot more about, like, the history of, like, comics and stuff around this time. Didn't this also, because Marvel was going bankrupt around
in the
this
90s,
time,
yeah.
and this, like, helped them,
Not really.
No?
They sold this property for $75,000.
Damn.
And then the movie made $130 million.
Damn.
Basically, what they did at this time is what they were doing in the 90s and late 80s was just selling off their properties for, like, little to no money at all because literally they were going completely and totally bankrupt.
Yeah.
So that's why Universal owns the Hulk and Fox owned the X-Men and the Fantastic Four and Sony has
owns
Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Like, these are the reasons why these things exist in like the sort of like weird rights areas that they do. And that's why the Avengers, like the MCU, started with a character like Iron Man, who no one fucking knew. Iron Man, a lot of people when Iron Man got announced were like, why the fuck are you making an Iron Man movie? Like, is this going to be like The Rocketeer, which is like a period piece? Like, Joe Johnston actually directed that, the director of Captain America 1.
Huh.
But like, people were like, why are you doing Iron Man? And it's like, because they couldn't do Spider-Man. But I think Blade really deserves a lot of credit because this was at the end of the Batman, like the 80s, 90s Batman films.
Those were more like comical, right?
The first one and the second one were not really. The third and fourth ones were was a different director, Joel Schumacher, and those were goofy as hell and like camp to high heaven.
I think this is camp, but in a different way. It's
also rated R, which excuse me, you do not see a lot of rated R superhero movies.
Yeah.
I mean, really, the only recent ones that come to mind are Deadpool, which, then you have Logan. which Logan is.
I like Logan.
Logan is like one of the best superhero films ever made, if not like, it's top 5, like definitely, which is like not a hot take. But it is really.
really
It's good for a
good.
reason. Thank you, James Mangold. You did something good on that one.
Yeah. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say that one of my favorite game series is very clearly inspired by.
Yeah, you've been talking about that. What do you mean?
So the main character Dante.
Devil May Cry. We're talking about.
Yes, Devil May Cry, one of my favorite game series. The protagonist Dante. He is a half demon, half human. His mother was a human woman. His father is Sparta. And he is half demon, and he basically hunts demons for a living.
So when did this begin? First release 2001.
Yeah. So
okay, so yeah, that's 3 years after.
Like, and it's also in that like the fucking main character, like he wears like a leather jacket and stuff, and he has swords and guns. Like it's very clearly inspired by not just Blade, but like a lot of the movies that were coming out at this time with similar aesthetics.
Such as The Crow.
Yeah.
Good film. But also something. What the fuck was I going to say? Oh, yeah. Another video game that this inspired, I think, partially is the Arkham series.
Really?
Yeah. So in Blade 2 specifically, they open with this scene where they're like at like a blood, like a blood, like a. An extraction facility, like a blood bank for vampires, where they like take your blood and like they pay you, I guess. Bless you. And I wrote down 2 things specifically, and there's also one in Blade 3. Someone just.
Oh, I wrote down a note for Blade 2 that just says I love vampire clubbing scenes.
Well, when they get up, when they suit up.
I think so.
I fucking hated that. I'm sorry. It was too much leather.
Also, second one directed by Guillermo del fucking Toro,
and like, it was not great.
Okay,
let's talk about that in a second. So the glove that they used, like, remember the glove at the beginning of Blade 2 that had the needles at the end of it?
Yeah.
That's the same glove that Scarecrow uses to inject his fear toxin.
Oh my god! Wait, you're right.
And then there is.
I also haven't played. I haven't played Arkham Knight, but I played Asylum in City years ago.
Oh my god, where did I write it? I mean, they also call Blade the Dark Knight in that movie. Oh, and there is a scene where Blade is interrogating someone, and he's like pushing his head towards a motorcycle wheel that's like running. That scene is directly in Batman Arkham Knight, but with the Batmobile. And like, I know these are like tangential things, but like, I think especially the Scarecrow glove is like. I think too specific.
Blade inspired just a lot of things.
Like Blade is very like he's like a Marvel-y supernatural Batman in a way.
Yeah.
And also there was the beginning of Arkham Knight. Oh wait, I don't want to spoil this for you actually.
I don't care. It's okay.
Okay. Well, actually, it's not really a spoiler. That's how the game opens. So if you don't want to hear a spoiler for Batman Arkham Knight, the game that came out 10 years ago. Stop listening. But are you recording? Yeah, you are. Okay. Sorry.
I can't see from there.
Yeah, you are. The game opens with you actually cremate the Joker, which is really awesome. And then like the screen erupts in the flames, and then Jim Gordon says, played by the guy who plays Mike Ehrmantraut.
Oh shit.
Yeah, he's really good. He says, "This is how it happened. This is how the Batman died." And this film opens with Ryan Reynolds saying, "It all started with Blade, and it ends with Blade." I hate Ryan Reynolds.
I hate him so much.
He's in like one.
He only knows how to play like
annoying dickheads.
Yeah, and like I just hate that Blade got put aside in the third one for 2 white characters. Well, like I don't fucking care about either. I don't care about
who's the other one.
The Kate Bishop.
Oh,
copy.
Fucking Abigail Whistler, the famous anti-vaxxer. Yeah,
that's crazy.
Let's talk about that another time.
But yeah, like I don't care about Proto Deadpool or Hawkeye. Like I just want him to like fuck shit
Justice
up.
for Hawkeye.
Or Kate Bishop or whatever. I don't know. I like Kate Bishop.
Lex hates women. That's what we're.
That's really true.
That's what it is actually. Coming from me, a straight white man.
Also, just like the Blade's character design, I like
It's
in the
sick as hell.
I hate his outfit in the third one though. It's like it has red, like a red turtleneck or something.
Oh yeah, it's like puffy and like it's like a sweater.
It's not like as like I feel like it's a lot more like
the second one is peak.
The first and second one are really good.
The second one they add red into the inside of his jacket and it's sick.
That looks good, but he has like a fucking red turtleneck or something. When I hate it.
I really loved how when they interrogated him in the third one, they just left all of his gear in the fucking interrogation room, except for his sword, so then he could go and run away and get the sword, then jump out the window and say, "I forgot my sword." Like, okay, Blade.
It's yeah.
But yeah, you want to talk about Blade 2?
I also wanted to mention his tattoos are really cool.
It's so good. The design
like
is amazing.
it's like it goes all on his like arms, like up to his neck and like his back. I think it's like mostly it looks like a tribal-ish, but
I
don't know tattoo styles that well, but I don't know. Either way, anytime
it's
he's
not
shirtless
American
and I see
traditional.
yeah. Anytime I see him with his shirt off and I see the tattoos, I'm like, those are
He's
sick
sick as hell. Also, he looks great. Like he's like jacked.
He is. And also something I want to mention, I actually didn't know this. I think Wesley Snipes is trained in martial arts, which like you can tell like with the action sequences, like it feels very natural when he is doing it.
Blade 2 is bad action. Sorry, Guillermo del Toro cannot direct action for the life of him.
I like it's not really that good, but I just like that one I can look past a little bit and be like, well this
it
is
has
fun.
sauce. It has sauce.
The third one does not have sauce at all.
The third one is expired.
I wrote this down for the second one. Suckheads as a slur, like for
That
vampires.
shit's crazy.
It's so funny. I was playing my D&D campaign, and I play a vampire. If someone like one of the other players was like, "Wait, I need to think of like a slur for vampires," and I was gonna say this, but then they said tick, and I think that's also funny.
Tick? Damn, I feel like I shouldn't be able to say that. Like that's bad.
But yeah, like the second one isn't as good, but it's still fun. Also, Norman Reedus.
I also wrote that down. I was like, I did notes for these, but also in Blade 1 they say Dead by Dawn, just like Evil Dead 2.
I thought about that too. When I watched that, I was like, Dead by Dawn, Dead by Dawn.
But in Blade 2, Norman Reedus is in it, I guess. But then he like turns bad at the. I fucking hated, like everyone is like a double agent and like bad, and it's just like, oh my god, and everything that happens on screen they tell you again. The writing is just not good.
Scud, yeah, like Norman Reedus as Scud, like he like betrays Blade. I'm just like,
okay,
and then he dies. And I was like, I don't really care. He didn't even really need to be in the movie.
He's just annoying.
Yeah,
like he's quirky for the sake of it, and he smokes the Mary Jane because that's what kids do these days.
So
by that I mean like 13 years ago, but I mean still, I don't know. It's illegal. You guys don't smoke. It's bad for your health.
There was also like I wrote down for the second one. There's like Blade does like an unnecessary backflip at some point for the
average Resident Evil.
Metal Gear.
I love Metal Gear Solid.
Me too.
That is not Solid Snake.
Sorry, my voice is kind of fucked. I can't.
Both of our voices are fucked. It's
yeah.
fine. Do they? And so I remember I was looking like when I was looking at Letterboxd stuff. They call like the like super vampires Reapers, but I'm like, do they say that in the movie? I don't remember if they ever do.
They do.
Okay,
yeah.
I didn't remember.
And like the voice of like the Vampire King or whatever sounds exactly like Nosferatu.
Oh yeah.
It was like no most balls. We already did that joke. It's fine. It's so nice you can say it twice. I just wrote down a bunch of like I just like wrote down things.
Oh, Triple H in Blade Trinity is really funny.
Yeah, also
he's not I guess he tried to be like John Cena and The Rock.
Well, this was like
Dave Bautista.
Pre John Cena.
Before any like.
Well, not The Rock though, because The Rock was doing.
He was doing little Hollywood things, but
no, because he did The Mummy 2 in like '99, I think.
Was that the one with the awful CGI?
The Scorpion King, yes.
Yeah.
And then he did his own film, The Scorpion King.
What was I gonna say? But yeah, I guess Triple H tried to put himself into that like genre of wrestler. But he's not really good in this movie. But yeah, for people, my phone.
Lex just killed someone.
I killed my phone.
Holy shit.
Can we talk? Actually, I'll just say, can we talk about the CGI eyes in the third
The
one?
CGIs.
The CGIs.
So that's actually part of the alternate ending thing. So what we're trying to say is that at the end of Blade 3, there is a scene where Blade is on a morgue table, but it's also not Blade, it's Dracula. I don't fucking know. Yeah, because you watched a different ending than I did. Yeah. This is weird. So Blade's on a morgue table, and Wesley they couldn't get Wesley Snipes to open his eyes for the scene. So they literally
that's
they
crazy.
CGI over his eyes with like eyes from I think Blade 1.
I think I remember hearing he was having a difficult time with the production team. Or
Yeah,
something.
it's mainly from my knowledge it was the director, aka David S. Goyer, aka Mr. Hit or Miss. I guess I do miss, huh? I'm not gonna say the rest of that.
No.
But yeah, it was just so the different endings. There's that ending which you saw. You saw him open his eyes.
Yeah.
Well, not open his eyes. My ending was so Blade and Dracula fight at the end, and when the FBI show up, only one of them is there, and it's seemingly Blade. But as we know, Dracula can shapeshift, and when they go to examine Blade, he shapeshifts back into Dracula. And it's like, oh shit. And then Ryan Reynolds starts another voiceover and says, Blade is out there, and he's still doing the job that he needs to, because Dracula is still around.
Why did they?
There's a third ending, too.
Why did they do multiple endings?
Part of it is there. I
It
think
makes sense if it was like a fucking video game or something, but I don't know. I feel like
one of it's because there was like the alternate, like, unrated version. And I think that one ends with, like, a werewolf. I don't fucking know. This movie's ass. This movie is shit from a butt. Like, it just... And Blade 1 had multiple endings, too. Like I said, like, at the ending of Blade 1, there's the ending we have, and there's another ending where him and his love interest are, like... They're like... It's... They're talking, and then on a roof far away, they see Dr. Michael Morbius.
oh
And then Blade pulls his sword out, then it cuts to black. And there's also another part, a different part of the finale where instead of Deacon Frost just like being a dude who has like CGI blood power,
yeah,
he turns into a literal blob of CGI blood.
that's stupid.
Yeah, it's
The CGI, like,
I can forgive it. I don't care.
I mean, like,
because the
it's
movie
a
has
product
enough
of the-
sauce that like I don't
the
care.
first two, yeah, and then the third one, I'm like, no. I wrote down vampire Pomeranians.
I wrote down they have good names for horse, Hawaiian Ice. Those are good names for drugs. I like that.
Yeah. Oh, they also like straight up say, and I think in the third one, like vampire final solution. I'm like, they're
Yeah, they're just not subtle anymore because there's no room for subtlety when David S. Goyer is directing your film.
yeah.
There is.
Oh, I made a note that said the first one was dark and gritty, and now we have Ryan Reynolds making bestiality jokes that no one asked for.
Yeah, that's yeah. So the first one is like dark, gritty, real. Then the second one gets a little more fantastical, and it replaces. So I think that the first one is that there's not as much action as the second or third one. Like there's a lot more like sitting and talking, I guess you could say, and like character focus.
Which I like.
I do.
think
And then the
that's
second
awesome.
one, it's just mostly action, which Guillermo del Toro, as I said, is not good at directing. And then the third one is just like Deadpool, and I'm like, I don't want to fucking watch this, man. Like it's
So-
Deadpool, but Wesley Snipes is like there sometimes, I guess. And Dominic Purcell is Dracula. I don't fucking know. Whatever, man. And Parker Posey is in that movie, and she's bad.
Yeah.
And Patton Oswalt is in it, and he's wearing a Fantastic Four shirt. And fucking Natasha Lyonne is in it, queer icon, star of But I'm a Cheerleader.
I haven't watched that.
It's a good movie.
I've heard that's good.
It's just fucking, the movie's so bad. Blade Trinity, I mean. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
I feel like a Blade video game would be really
Sick as hell. There's a Blade anime. It's like anime, I think, inspired, like animation. There was also a Blade
Oh,
live
yeah.
action TV show.
Wolverine's in it too.
Really?
Yeah.
Wolverine isn't. I can confirm. I just looked at Lex's computer.
Yeah.
But also there's a Blade like live action TV show too,
Interesting.
and there's gonna supposedly a Blade 2025. I'm kidding. It's not.
It's got the anime's gotten pretty good ratings too. It's like on. I'm just.
If David S. Goyer didn't write it, I don't want to watch it.
No, it got 4.6 stars
Like out of 5 or out of 10?
out of 5.
Okay, good. I got scared.
I do think it is an anime because it's in Japanese. And the contributors, yeah. But Wolverine also has an anime apparently.
So
like
does Batman.
I mean, good for them. Oh wait, I think I saw that they're making a recent one with like Harley Quinn and stuff in it.
Yeah, they're films. Like the first one was, I think it was literally just called like Batman anime or whatever the fuck. I'm getting Pedialyte ads. They know we're dehydrated and tired. They're listening.
What else do I have?
Okay, let me just go through. I wrote many a note.
Oh, I like the boomerang shot in the first one.
And then he
just
grabs it. And he's
it's like this. Yeah. I also like when he like fights someone. He does like this. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, and also when he is fighting in the first one, and he rips out a vampire's throat and then throws it at another vampire.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's just wild, man. And like when he does spin kicks.
I was just about to say I have a note on that. Like at the end, like where they're both doing spin kicks
and no one hits
missing.
anyone.
It's so funny.
So good. They left his Ryan Reynolds has a tramp stamp in the third one.
Oh my god, yeah.
Oh yeah, when fucking Parker Posey says, "Fucking Hannibal King, we had Blade, we had him."
No one in that movie can act like
Parker Posey is an amazing actress. I don't know what happened to her.
And also like the girl vampire that like Ryan Reynolds was with, like Danny or something.
That's her.
Oh wait, that's her?
That's Parker Posey. She's an amazing actress, and I do not know what happened in this film.
Yeah.
She also has penis envy, I guess. That was a thing.
Yeah.
Oh, and one of the fucking characters dies, like one of like the good guys, and they fucking find a video she made that says, "If you're watching this, I'm already dead."
Cringe. There's also like something that was written on like a wall or something, and I had to pause it, and I was thinking, is this grammatically correct? Immortality will come to such as are fit for it.
Can you repeat that? Sorry.
Immortality will come to such as are fit for it.
Yeah, I also had to read that a couple times. I was like, who the fuck wrote that? Is it like a Bible verse or something?
I don't know. It's like, it's giving like, what would you do if when you, okay, so he said yes would go. Have you seen that video? Like, I don't know if it's grammatically correct, but either way, that sounds wrong.
The best part of that is how quickly and cleanly you just said that.
What would you do when you...
Wait, what is it like? Like that video with the little kid, and he's like, "I had a dream, and when I had a dream, and I dreamed,
yeah.
Chicken Jackie.
Flint and steel.
We need to do a Minecraft.
The Nether.
I also wrote down, I think in the third one there's a backflip. Someone does a backflip to pick up a baby.
Oh my god, yeah, it's Blade.
Yeah. Why do they... It's so funny.
Yeah, and what happens is Blade does a backflip on top of a roof to grab a baby that Dracula threw. And the whole point is that Dracula is throwing the baby so he can run away and, like, escape. And then we get a shot of Blade that's, like, 3 seconds of him looking, and he's, like, stern. He's looking around, and he's like, oh, man, Dracula's gone. And then we get a fucking POV shot that's twice as long as that shot, showing the roof is empty. We know! I'm sorry.
No,
I fucking hate this movie.
God,
this movie's so bad.
Oh, I also said shout out to the goth people that run that vampire store that Dracula killed them.
Yeah, they were kind of cool.
I kind of fuck with them heavy. I want to run a store like that.
They had Dracula
vampire
lunchboxes.
vibrators.
Yeah, that was wild. They had vampire vibrators, and it was just Dracula's head on the tip of a penis.
Dracula. And
he was
Dracula
not having it.
Yeah, he was like, oh, these people.
You cannot bounce on this.
Yeah, I like that little. Oh, I also just wrote down, I don't need a white man saving my lovely, beautiful blade.
I thought that was like a quote in the movie for a second,
No.
and I was like, I don't remember that.
No, it's just me.
You mean Hannibal King? AKA Ryan. Who Hannibal King is like he even a character in the comics? I'm gonna Google that because I do.
I
not
think
know.
the Night Stalkers are like an actual thing, but or maybe they added it after the fucking.
It looks like he is.
Yeah, because I do think that the Night
yeah.
Stalkers are like a thing that existed in the Blade comics.
He was born in Wisconsin, if anyone was wondering.
Awesome.
Oh, he was a skilled private investigator who made a decent living. Thank you, fandom.com. I was wondering about his financial status. What the fuck? Why is it the first thing you tell me?
He was bitten by Deacon Frost.
No, he was bitten by Parker Posey.
Not in the comic.
No.
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 No. Yeah.
What do we need to do something good for next week. Like we need to watch something that like makes us happy.
Well, I like the first one makes me happy.
Yeah, but then the rest of it's
And
awful.
the second one isn't that bad. I can look past it.
Well, for me, it's just us. It's just like a sign of things to come.
Yeah.
Like seeing, I'm like, okay, no, like the beginning scene, it's already not good.
Yeah.
Of Blade 2. Like it's trying to redo the opening of Blade 1, but it's not as good. And also the visual style is so radically different of Blade 2. Like it looks like less of a movie in my eyes. Like and I'm not trying to be like elitist or anything or like, superhero movies aren't movies, but like it just I don't know. And like maybe it was filmed on digital, I'm not sure, but like that's that I'm not trying to say digital is bad. What I'm saying is a lot of people don't know how to use digital, especially back then when digital was like
new
emerging as a technological medium. Like if you want a good example of digital, David Fincher. He is shot on digital since 2007.
Sorry. Just David. You like
David Fincher, my goat. Zaddy Fincher. No. Imagine Ethan
Are any
Hawke.
of it? What if we did an episode on The Social Network where we just talked about Facebook? I don't fuck. I literally, my parents like that movie. I haven't watched it.
It's a good movie.
Oh, I was also gonna write down in the first one when like Blade kicks the fucking serum and like it launches at Deacon Frost. Like I just love when when films are over the top.
It's so stupid, but I love it. Like
like it is. It really is because I'm not like it is dark and gritty, but I think it also embraces. Being
it's a comic book
top.
movie.
Yeah.
Like it's not like I think that this is the line between like current comic book films and Nolan. Cuz Nolan's Batman movies are just real. Like they're just realistic. Like there is no room for supernatural or for like any sort of like non-grounded element. And then like modern superhero films like they do a lot of them like lean into their comic-y nature. And I think Blade is a nice middle ground.
I was about to say that. Yeah, I think it is able to
toe the line.
Yeah. I'm glad you had the word for it because I'm
love-
sleepy.
I love a good idiom. I was called the idiom king in middle school.
That's awesome. Oh my god, what was I gonna say? Oh, yeah. Blade also has like a serum that he has to take. Otherwise, he like he needs blood. But yeah, technically he's a Dampier because Dampiers are half human, half vampires. Sorry, I know. No, I'm leaving. How far?
We got 46 minutes.
Okay. I think.
Do you want to start other stuff now?
Yes.
Dude, we're fucked, dude. We're coofed. I love that word.
Geeked versus
We're
locked in.
geeked
Oh, I also
versus
want to
locked
say
in.
that in Marvel Rivals, they're teasing us with Blade right now. They're teasing us like he like
Yeah.
like in
Dracula's
one of the maps.
eating him.
One of the maps, he's like fucking chained up and like
Kinky.
freaky.
Freaky. They call him Freaky Blade.
He's like chained up like in one of the maps and you could just see him like stuck, and his character design looks really cool.
I mean like Blade is just cool.
Like I thought like this is like different
No,
enough
yeah.
from the original, but like it's still cool. Like it feels like
I mean, that's like Marvel Rivals though. Like it's really good at like taking character designs and like doing their own thing with it and like giving it their own style.
and like characters like Luna Snow, like no one, like I knew her for some reason. I don't know why I knew who Luna Snow was.
But like Jeff the Land Shark,
like,
I'm sorry, no
most
one knew
people
who that was
knew.
before Marvel Rivals.
And people obviously know who Blade is, and please, Marvel Rivals, put Blade in the game. I will insta-lock him, and please give me a Wesley Snipes skin, and my life is yours.
Remember?
Ares, destroy my enemies, and my life is yours.
Hey, that's a God of War reference.
Yeah.
Boy. That's
I
all
never
I can...
finished 2018.
It's really good.
I know.
It's
It
really
has
good.
like it has
Boy.
like I really love like the grumpy like
Boy.
parent or like parental figure, and then like
Boy.
and then the kid.
That's the kid.
I'm Atreus. I'm a little boy.
So true.
That's my God of War impression. Can you tell?
So true.
Boy.
Boy.
Boy. His voice is so cool.
Yeah.
I wish my
also-
voice was that deep.
I think there's different voice actors in between like the old
The
like,
original,
Greek,
yeah.
the Greek legend and then like the newer stuff, but they're still both fucking cool as hell.
No,
I
yeah,
know
they're
Kratos
both
is
amazing.
Kratos plus million aura.
It's kind of just like, it's like a Metal Gear.
my God.
When they get rid of David Hayter for Kiefer Sutherland. For Queefer
There's
Sutherland.
a vampire in Metal Gear. Vamp.
Who was also inspired by Blade.
Yeah.
Like, you can tell.
Kojima just fucking loves movies. Like,
Kojima just doesn't have any original ideas. I'm kidding.
And then people praise him for it because like it's not done in video games. If I could go back in time, I would make that shit before he did. I'm just kidding.
Hey, he cornered the market before anyone else could. Good for him.
Yeah. And I remember in our class they were talking about Jordan Peele, and I was like,
He's doing a game with Hideo Kojima.
Hideo Kojima.
my birthday twin, not Jordan Peele, Hideo Kojima.
My
August
birthday
24th.
twin, Logan Paul.
And that's crazy.
I think there's somebody hanging over there.
My God, he's in WWE, which is crazy.
I thought he's done. I thought he was done.
I don't fucking know. I just know he was in WWE.
I think
He did like a podcast with Rey Mysterio's son, and they were talking about
Dominic.
Japan, and Dominic was like, "Are you banned there?" It was really funny.
Didn't he just not answer? I'd be like,
Yeah.
let's not talk about that. I think Logan is like I think he got banned or something from the WWE. Like I could also have read like a clickbait headline.
I don't know. I
I'm
don't
not immune.
really follow that much anymore.
I don't.
My
either,
brother
but-
probably knows, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah. Hey,
I don't even know if he watches
Scott,
this. Please,
my buddy Scott. Tell me.
please.
Arise, Optimus Prime.
Okay, yes or no in order of each. Oh, we should also mention Blade is in Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah, and he says the R word.
which is fucking crazy.
I'm sorry, it was kind of funny because I
It-
wasn't expecting it, and also like that is just something Wesley Snipes would say.
Yeah, but also like
You know what?
it's a little out. I mean, most of the humor in that movie is outdated, but
Yeah, when they're like, what the fuck do they say? Like, stop with your like Gen Z trauma dumping, and I'm like, oh my God, kill yourself, Ryan Reynolds.
I think he also said like let him cook or something.
Yeah, and I think they did let him cook. Yeah, I almost thought they said chat for a second, and I was like, I hope they, but I realized they didn't.
Fucking oh my God, in Sonic 3, what the fuck is Eggman? Eggman says like chat or something.
Oh yeah, in the film, yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Why
in
can't
a deleted scene.
Yeah.
Good thing they cut that.
I don't know. I think like Sonic 3.
It's good.
It's good, and it has corny ass humor like that, but it's also towards children.
But
so
also,
I don't really care.
it works because I feel like they care.
Yeah.
You know?
Like Ben Schwartz, for example, he played like the games and stuff, and Keanu said he was excited to play Shadow. Like I think he's supposed.
Keanu is just excited to do everything,
He's
and
so
that's why it's
awesome.
awesome.
He's awesome.
Like, he's not the best actor on earth, but like,
We need to do the John Wick movie sometime.
oh my God, yeah.
I fucking love them.
The thing with Keanu though is that he knows what he can and can't do.
Yeah.
Like, he knows he's never gonna be like a Jack Nicholson type like dramatic actor in that sense, but like he can do yeah, I'm thinking I'm back. Or like,
Wake the fuck up, samurai.
Or Keanu Reeves sex mod.
Anyway,
You're pretty good.
Blade is awesome.
Yes,
you should watch the first one and then
And
maybe
not the
the
second one.
No, I said maybe
Nope.
the second. Maybe the
Nope.
second one.
Uh-uh.
And do not watch the third one unless you hate yourself.
I was gonna watch it and like do something else and like have it in the background, but I was just so fascinated by
It's
how
just
bad
so
it was.
bad.
Like it's like amazing how bad it is.
I know.
Like that's a movie I want to watch with people one time,
Yeah.
or like under like the influence of some sort of substance.
The Substance? I haven't watched that.
I don't think that's how that substance works.
No. Based on what I do know about the movie. But yeah. For me, yes.
Yes. No.
Yes.
No.
No.
Sorry, Blade 2 is just mid.
It's okay. I like it. I know it's mid. I know it's not great, but I still have a fun time with it, and I can look past its flaws.
I respect that.
Yeah.
Look at us. We're good. We're cordial.
Fuck you.
There's also like that one vampire in the first one, like that's like sitting at the computer or something, and like Karen like burns them.
Oh, the fat one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I don't know why they're like that.
Why?
Because they eat babies.
What?
That's real.
Are they like a comic book character or something?
I think it's either that or was in the novelization. I read it somewhere.
Oh.
They just eat babies.
That's crazy. Well,
There's also a scene cut from Blade 1 where Karen, like is walking through Whistler and Blade's like HQ, and she finds a room where they have a vampire baby that they test all their weapons on.
that's actually
That'd be kind of awesome.
that's crazy.
That's kind of awesome.
But yes,
I hate kids.
fuck them kids.
No, don't.
No.
No.
No. Okay.
Quiz?
Quiz.
Let's take a
Uh,
quiz.
Do you have the paper?
I do.
Yay!
I have my comp sci notebook. For num in range length of nums, add a dictionary. Each one is 0. If num and nums in count equals 0 equal 2.
I don't miss doing that.
Ugh.
Okay, you want to go first or you want me to go first?
I
Asking questions.
can go first.
Like asking questions or
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
For reference, Corey did Blade 1 and 3. I did Blade 2 and Deadpool and Wolverine because they're not I don't fucking know Blades and Deadpool and Wolverine. Also I don't know. I thought he was cool that was in that, but like Deadpool and Wolverine.
Such a bad movie.
It's so stupid.
I did 6 reviews because I found a really good, like a couple good ones. So
I like Deadpool and Wolverine, but like I can't think too hard about it. Otherwise, I'll be sad.
I saw it twice in theaters.
Yeah, and also there was supposed to be a Blade movie with
with Mahershala Ali and
who
Mia Goth.
He's like won Oscars or something, right?
He is phenomenal. And the issue with that is that they have just run through so many directors and writers, and at this point, I don't think
it's ever
going to
get
film
made.
And I don't either, which
We
is
also
really
have
sad.
a question about that, so we can
Yes. Yeah. We'll
get to that.
we'll talk about that more later. So yeah, quiz.
Quiz.
Yippee.
Yippee! I wish we need a soundboard. We need Ruby's soundboard.
Ruby, where are you? Hello. Okay. Half star.
Okay.
With 1 heart. I'm gonna do dates on mine. Lex, please don't, because you have Deadpool and Wolverine. Which
Yeah,
is a very
that's
recent film.
actually a good. I wrote them down, but I was thinking about that. I was like, I kind of might give that away.
Yeah, so I'll do dates on mine because mine are older. So watched October 7th, 2023 from Theatrics 11, half star. This is the best movie ever made.
3.
This is Blade 1, actually.
I swear to God, I thought, why would you give Blade 1 a half star?
Well, they gave it a heart and a half star.
Okay, well that's still mean.
Okay.
I honestly thought that they were just joking.
No, I'm sorry.
No.
Did the ending remind anyone else of Monsters, Inc.? This is from Cookie on November 5th, 2017. 4 stars.
Fuck. Three.
No, it's the movie Blade Runner 2049.
I haven't watched that, by the way.
I don't know why the ending would remind anyone of Monsters Inc., but whatever. Sorry, that was just me being an asshole.
No, it's okay.
Okay, 5 stars from Big Dog 1972. Watch March 8th, 2025. So very recently.
Okay.
Had an orgasm.
1.
Yep.
I also
You're like,
was- Me too when watching that.
Okay, this
Wesley
is
Snipes is a beautiful man.
this is from Big Dog 1972.
Big dog.
This is orgasm times 2. That's the review.
Wait, is it the same person?
5 stars, yeah.
3?
No, this is Blade 2, actually.
That's my movie! That's my movie!
Okay, this is from Big Dog 1972.
That's my movie!
5 stars. Watched March 9th, 2025. Orgasm explosion.
Blade Trinity! I hate you.
You're welcome. Okay, last one. Half star
Okay.
from Horse Lover 12345.
Horse lover.
Watched January 13th, 2025.
Okay.
No horses.
Was this written by Fithian? Just kidding. Horse lover too. This is username.
Horse Lover 12345, yeah. And their only tag on the review is needs more horses.
1?
Yeah.
Needs more horses.
Okay, you're
Okay.
you're 3 and 3.
Okay.
That's not a bad ratio, especially because I fucked you over twice.
Yeah. Cancelled.
Canceled.
Okay. My turn.
Wow!
That was so loud.
Yahoo!
Yippee! Okay. Our first one. 4.5 stars. Kyle Zeman said, "This has got to be one of the coolest movies ever made, right?"
Is that Blade 2?
Yeah.
Cool.
No stars. Bailey Parkinson said.
Any hearts?
Oh, I didn't write that. I don't write that down.
Okay.
Sorry. No stars. Bailey Parkinson said, "Genuinely, what the fuck was that?"
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
I just know. They have my opinion.
3.5 stars. Joshua Kane said, "There's one Blade. There's only ever gonna be one Blade."
That's Deadpool and Wolverine.
No, Blade 2.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a line.
It was August 2nd, 2024, so I think they were
Okay.
watching it in after.
That's a line from Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yes.
For the record.
I think there only will be one Blade because.
Ursula. Poor guy.
Okay, next one. 3.5 stars. Captain Byron Hadley said, "There's a lot to love in this follow-up. A better, more bombastic score, better makeup and costumes, and better CGI overall. The film, however, flounders a bit and has some pretty glaring plot holes, which we mostly look past because it's fun. It also lost me a bit by becoming too into martial arts actions and video game level all CGI fights."
I almost said Evil Dead 2 until you got to the fights. Ooh. I feel like this is a red herring. Let me think.
I don't like that.
Nice. Fuck. Can you reread it, please?
There's a lot to love in this follow-up, a better, more bombastic score, better makeup and costumes, and better CGI overall. The film, however, flounders a bit and has some pretty glaring plot holes, which we mostly look past because it's fun. It also lost me a bit by becoming too into martial arts action and video game level all CGI fights. The grammar's kind of fucked on this one, but that's okay.
Is this The Matrix 2?
No, it's Hellboy 2, The Golden Army.
Fuck!
Directed by Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah. I knew it wasn't Blade. I knew it. Fuck. Okay, well, I had the spirit. Okay, cool. One more?
Yes. 3 stars. Jack Moulton said,
Jack Bowman?
They sent us a question. Anyway, Jack
Bowman.
Moulton said, "Guy whose favorite genre of movie is IP."
Oh, that's Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm 3 and 2, so technically I won, but also at the same time,
You gave me one more question.
yeah, it's unfair. So we tied. Let's be real.
Or we can rock, paper, scissors.
Okay, all or nothing.
Sure.
Okay, we can only do it once unless we tie, obviously. 1, 2, 3. Ha! Fuck. God damn it. Geeked versus locked in.
No, I'm not locked in. I'm way too geeked right now.
Up geeking.
All right. Questions?
Any questions? Yes. Yeah, sorry.
Would you like to?
I was looking at Marcus.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, because you have
'Cause,
more.
Let me go off of what people ask me on my personal Instagram first.
I'll check the podcast account.
Rachel, friend of the pod. Awesome. She's awesome.
She's the goat.
She said, if you had to choose between having any bladed weapon, which would you choose? I already know my answer, but I'll let you answer it first.
No, what's your answer? Is
Scythe.
it
Because,
interesting?
like, hear me out. It is very impractical. Impractical
Yeah, it
jokers.
is.
But it's just, it's really fucking cool.
Tonka Jahari.
Tonka Jahari. I would never order a whole pizza for myself.
Wait, guys, I'll call Tonka Jahari real quick.
Like, I still don't know who that is.
Wait, where is it? It's not loading.
For reference, he just has someone on his phone whose contact name is Tonka Jahari, and it's a picture of Sal Volcano. Why I just call him Volcano? And
Why
I don't
isn't
know
it
who
loading?
It is. Bad internet. Do you have an answer? My answer is still Scythe, but big ass sword is really cool too.
My answer is Tonka Jahari.
Thank you.
Sorry, I had to figure out how to get the picture to load.
Yeah.
No, what the fuck? So any bladed weapon.
Yeah.
I want to say katana, because that's like the first thing that came up in my head, but like that's basic as fuck. Wait. Ooh. No. Does the disc from Tron count?
Are they bladed?
Well, it's like kind of. It's
I'll count it.
Tron disc.
That's cool.
Oh no! No, the Star Saber from Transformers. Hell yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Awesome.
Thanks, Rachel. What else?
Oh, let me pull it back up.
I said
Jack
put it
Bowman, friend of the pod.
Bitch.
No, they're awesome. Jack
No, I
Bowman,
love
you're
Jack
awesome.
Bowman. I love you. You go to Jack Bowman.
They said thoughts on Deadpool and Wolverine and why it's the worst movie ever made.
Okay, I wouldn't go that far. I've seen worse. Like Blade 3. Blade 3 is significant.
If you think fucking Deadpool and Wolverine is bad with his humor, please watch Blade 3.
Clearly,
and then
you haven't seen
get back to
Deadpool
me.
and Wolverine. I mean,
Like,
Blade 3.
I don't know. Like
I think
I enjoy it. Like I try not to think too hard about it because if I think too hard about Deadpool and Wolverine, I get sad.
Well, see, I watched it. The first time I watched it, I like had fun and I enjoyed it, and I was like, "Wow, this is great!" Like, it's like, okay, yeah, like I'm having a fun ride. Second time I watched it, I realized how ugly and hollow the movie was, and like they're doing nothing.
It's also like such a
nostalgia bait.
safe movie that Marvel.
And also, like, it's talking about how like there's this monster where they're like sucking up like old IPs of stuff, of like old continuities and old universes of films and stuff. Like that's literally what Disney is doing.
Yeah.
Like Disney is literally buying out everything and like stripping it for parts and then like giving us this like neutered fucking castrated version of like castration anxiety of what we once loved. Like, yeah,
That's
Blade
why I
said the
think-
R slur. Oh my god, guys, that's really funny. Everyone laugh.
It's giving.
Deadpool saying, "Oh, I'm Deadpool. Look at my balls," and then we
oh my
laugh.
God, we're gay. You're gay.
I mean, like Hugh Jackman, he tried.
He's
He
beautiful.
did try in that
He's
movie.
a beautiful man.
I love him. He's great.
He's a fan service in the movie that I can
Yeah,
appreciate.
oily Hugh Jackman, please and thank you.
Yes.
Give me more of
Just
that.
that for 2 hours straight.
As a straight man, give me more oily Hugh Jackman.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just
It's like
it makes me angry. So
I
try to think about it.
yeah, and also like
It's a nothing burger.
they also apparently said that Chris Evans might come back as Human Torch again for like
I thought he was coming back as Cap.
I don't know. He's coming back for fucking Avengers Doomsday.
I think he's
anyway.
coming back as Cap.
I thought he was coming back as Human Torch, but I might have missed
He's
it.
dead.
Oh yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe there's another fucking variant. I don't.
Oh, God, variants. God, we're so
Yeah.
fucked.
Yeah.
I can't wait for Avengers Doomsday next year.
Oh my God. It's gonna be so. That shit's gonna be so ass.
And the Fantastic Four is not going to be good. I know it's not.
I like
I'm
Pedro.
so-
I
no.
like all. I
The
like
cast
the cast.
is great.
But
And like Galactus, cool. Give me Galactus. But like it's just not.
just
having fun.
Marvel and I think just it's not even just the MCU, just Hollywood in general just keeps taking the safe options by making sequels and shit like that.
Which is what the show's about.
And I know. So I hope you've learned that by now. But also, I can't remember what class I was in. I don't know who said it, but someone said like Megalopolis is the most original thing that's come out recently, in like years. And I was like,
I mean, maybe.
I don't
think it's the most original thing that's
But I
happened in
think
years, but like I understand the sentiment.
Yeah,
Like it's probably one of the most popular like original things that have come out in recent years. But like it's popular.
people
'cause it's
also
bad.
hate it. Yeah,
So,
I need to rewatch it. I
it's
feel
so funny.
it's camp.
What do you think of this boner I got? Thank you, Academy Award-winning actor Jon Voight.
Multiple Academy Award-winning actors, I think.
Christ.
It's crazy. But yeah.
Thank you, Giancarlo.
But
Esposito.
yeah, I also watched Deadpool and Wolverine twice in theaters, and I don't think it's the worst movie ever made.
No, it's
Jack
not.
Bowman, you should watch Blade Trinity and then get back to me.
Actually, I don't want Jack. I'm Jack Bowman. I don't want you to kill yourself, so don't don't watch it. Actually,
But yeah,
I like
it's
it too much.
Deadpool and Wolverine.
Yeah.
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 I don't think about it too hard.
I don't think about it.
Are you getting the from the Instagram?
Yeah. Do you
Okay.
have any more?
I can read comments from like our past video.
Oh yeah, yeah.
If we you can in the meantime you can start.
Yes, we have one from Paxton, friend of the show, Paxton. If you carried around one object long enough, do you think you too would be named after the object, such as Blade and his blade? What the fuck? What about
I have a really funny answer
Water?
to this. I have a really funny answer to this. Switch.
Is it like a sex joke?
Yeah.
Hey! I like that actually. That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
That's actually
just carry around your Nintendo Switch everywhere, and people will call you Switch.
I have jokes I want to make, but I'm not gonna.
You could cut them out.
I was gonna be no, I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
Sex is funny though. Let's be
Sex is
real.
funny.
Can we agree on that? We can't agree on Blade 2, but we can agree that sex is
Oh
hilarious.
my god. What did you say last night? It's like the guys are talking about penises.
Yeah, we were listening. We were at our blood rave, and there was a song, and it was doing innuendos. And I said,
Guys, this is about penises.
They said disco stick. I want to take a ride on your disco
Lady
stick.
Gaga.
And I
Love
said,
Game.
that was her?
Yeah,
Oh, I don't know.
I like Lady Gaga.
I don't really know music.
That's okay.
I know movie.
More question.
And then we have another one from Connor, who I think is your friend.
Yes.
Predictions for when the new Blade comes out.
Never. That's this shit's never getting made.
I'm looking at the IMDb right now. So the thing is that he's in Eternals, Mahershala Ali.
Oh shit.
In the post-credit scene,
He's with fucking Jon Snow.
Yeah, Kit Harington, the Black Knight, gets like his sword, and then like Blade's voice is there. So like he's already technically in the MCU. It's okay, Blade in development. So we have writers.
That's just never getting made.
We have writers. Let's look at their
Mia
credits.
Goth is Lilith.
Oh,
that's a Bible reference.
No. We have one of the writers of. Oh wait, is this? Wait. Oh no, this is the original writer of the Blade comic book. Never mind. I got scared. Oh. Ooh. Wait.
Mia Goth is playing the daughter of Dracula, I think, or a demon.
The writer they have on board is one of the writers of The Bear and the
Ooh.
Watchmen TV show.
Pen 15. Oh my god.
This is okay. She's cooking.
I trust her.
Have you seen the Watchmen show? It's really good.
I have not, but I've heard very good things.
It is very good. And then the other writer I think is the other creator. Nope. Who is this? Oh, whoa! One of the writers of Logan and Blade Runner 2049. And did you watch Blue Eye Samurai?
Yes. Oh my god, that show is so good.
Okay, so they have people who are cooking.
I think is Michael Green one of the creators. Who created Blue Eye Samurai? I think he might be one of the creators. Yeah, it was created by wife and husband team Amber Noizumi and Michael Green. That is a really good show. My camera says something, but I can't read it. white balance.
Yeah. I thought it's fine.
Oh, okay. But yeah, Blue Eye Samurai is really good. Highly recommend.
Oh, okay. So it looks like a script was recently approved. Oh my god.
Why does it say Jared Leto's in this cast? No! No!
He's not.
Oh, okay.
It's just because he's Morbius.
Yeah.
But it looks... Okay, this is... Okay, wait. Evidently, Chad Stahelski is in talks to direct. The director of John Wick 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Oh my god. Please.
This movie might be peak!
Please don't fuck this up.
A John Wick Blade... I just got goosebumps. That shit sounds gas.
That guy that said orgasm for those movies, that's what would happen to me.
You think Blade Trinity is an orgasm explosion. Just you wait till Blade 2047 comes out.
It won't come out until 2047, but hey, if they're actually making it, that will make me really happy. That sounds really good.
I'd die.
But yeah, my answer is I don't know. And I didn't think it was gonna. I didn't even think I thought it got scrapped, but apparently not.
No, like I knew it didn't get scrapped. It's just there's been nothing for so long that it's well essentially nothing.
Nothing.
And I mean like literally nothing burger, but like I'm not sure if that's true that Chad Stahelski is in talks to direct. It looks like it. Marvel's Blade from moving forward. I mean, this is from Reddit.
I don't trust Reddit.
I don't know. Yeah, whatever.
Anyway,
let's hope.
More question.
Okay. I have a question. I think I have one on my account because everyone hates me.
That's not true. That's not true.
We live in this society.
You're goated.
This is from Nick. Friend of this from Nick. Which is better, Blade the film or Bladey the musical artist?
I don't listen to Bladey.
You don't listen to Bladey? I don't either, but I know about Bladey, and I think
know.
that's a really funny question that I have no input on.
Blade.
Okay. What have you been watching, doing, playing, eating, listening, smelling?
I'm still rewatching Castlevania.
Okay.
It's very slowly. I listened to a shit ton of Panic at the Disco recently because of Blood Rave. Honestly, other than that, I haven't been doing much. I watch YouTube. Like I get called an iPad kid, but it's true.
It is. They have an iPad. They're using it. Not right now, actually, but sometimes they do when we record. Anything else, though?
I can't think of anything else off the top. This band that I like, Super Heaven, released an EP for the first time. They released new music for the first time in over a decade. I feel like you might have probably listened to them because I know Rachel likes them.
Probably. The name does sound familiar.
Like they have a really popular song called Youngest Daughter. But I used to listen to them before they got 3 million listeners on Spotify. But yeah, they're really cool. They're like, I don't
2.9 million listeners. You fucking liar.
Oh, sorry. It's not even that much of a flex, but I used to listen to them when they had less than 100K, which is still like a crazy amount.
There's this person I listen to on here that has like 12 listeners.
Damn.
But like, that's not a flex. It's just, I think it's funny.
That's my answer. I haven't done a shit ton because life be busy. What about you?
I played Marvel.
Oh, me too. Oh my god. Sorry, I got a rant. Okay, so there's ranked. And I got really close to hitting Grandmaster, which is like a pretty high competitive rank, which says a lot because I'm sweaty at that game. But I was at Diamond 3 and I almost got to Grandmaster. And I had 3 points away from the next rank. And then I lost my fucking rank up game. I got SVP on my team as Cloak and Dagger. My team sucked ass. Your camera died.
Yeah, it did.
It's almost.
Yeah,
we're almost done. So, yeah. Anyway, continue. Sorry,
I understand your pain. Yeah, I've done nothing. I've been so busy. Well, we say that every week because we are really busy.
Oh no.
I'll fix it after.
Is there anything else that you've been doing recently?
Breaking things.
This is just like the song by Limp Bizkit.
Is it one of those days?
You don't want to wake up.
And you don't want to wake up. Like everybody sucks. It's all about the he said, she said bullshit.
Are you done? Sorry, I have to go to the bathroom.
I have to pee so bad. Okay, good. Let's pee. But before we do that, let's say goodbye to all of you beautiful people. The mic fell off the stand.
That's mildly concerning. I don't know how to help you.
No, I know how to put it back.
Okay.
This one gets loose. It happens. But yeah, today was cool and fun and sleepy.
And sorry,
We're low energy,
We can't
but-
have. I probably didn't have cohesive thoughts because.
Neither did I, but like, it's Blade. Who cares? I'm not saying who cares, but I mean like it's Blade Trinity. That's what I meant. But yeah, so
I hope you guys enjoyed.
yeah, please like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, Instagram,
email
Spotify.
us.
Email us at originalsinpod@gmail.com. Follow us on Instagram at originalsinpod.
With a C.
With a sin. With the sin.
With
a sin, not a. Yep. Good night.
Good night. Good night, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
You're pretty good.
Thank you.
Woof.